double bicep.
Hamstrings and glutes. Hammies and glutes.
Everybody, hi. It has been an emotional weekend, bleeding into an emotional week. I'm probably going to do 2 uploads. This one's going to be about me because I am just so fried, and I feel like this was a significant lesson, a significant turning point in my bodybuilding career, and I want to commemorate it while I'm still raw. And then the other one will be celebrating all things boofing. So let's see if I can do this. Some of you may know that, like, when you try and film yourself on your phone, I do this all on my phone. You can kind of, the front facing, so I can see myself, which makes it hard for me to just be. So I'm going to pause and flip this so I don't look at myself, so I can just speak from the heart. Catch you soon. All right. Let's see how that's working. So, if you know me at all, you know that I don't care about placing. If you know me at all, you know that I love natural bodybuilding and I love the community, and that I love flexible dieting and training and everything. And it's such a good time at the show, but I gotta tell you guys, there's always so much going on behind the scenes as far as like personal stress, and there's a lot of stuff, man. And y'all who've been following me know about last prep. That was frankly only like a couple months, like freaking whatever. There was like a 2-month break between or whatever. I'm so glad I did the Florida Pro, and I'm so glad I was able to share this experience with boofing. Like, it was freaking worth it. But the reality of stress on your physique and on your soul is really something that I guess is a lesson I needed to learn, you know? One thing about bodybuilding is you push through a lot of discomfort because you don't even register it as discomfort. Same can be said with any kind of like athletic endeavor, right? Time under tension, am I right? And this really did feel like the easiest prep ever for me. My body was responding to a point. It was not food focused. I wasn't binging after I got over that. And things were just moving along, right? But that kind of stopped getting closer to the show. I mean, the days started out good, but let me see if I can expedite this a little bit. I'm going to show pictures or whatever the hell I have of me fasted in the morning, what my physique looked like, and then I'm going to show stage photos so that you can see the difference that stress can have on your body, on my body in particular. I got to the lowest I've ever weighed since competing, like since lifting weights. I rolled out of bed, and after I rolled out of bed the morning of the show at 131. For reference, I'm 5'6". And my max deadlift conventional is 325, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty strong, Betty. But I digress. So yeah, I weighed in. The lowest is just easy squeezy, you know, lemon peasy. And I was not suffering in regards to diet or anything. But show day and the day before was a whole emotional thing. Just show days are really stressful. Everybody running around, all of that. And then when you throw other people into the mix, and Boothing was competing as an amateur on Saturday, and then Sunday he was competing, and I'm competing, and there's a lot of moving pieces and parts. That's stressful in and of itself. But then, you know, and then it seemed like every time I could relax, there was a fire to put out. Every time I could relax, there was a fire to put out. And just that roller coaster, add to that being dehydrated because of the whole water loading and everything. So dehydrated, and these emotional like peaks and valleys, and really, really poor sleep because of all the time sensitive things and getting everything organized for more than just myself, you know, for other people that I care about. it was just a lot. It felt like I was running a marathon, and I worked the Thursday before the show. There's a lot I can't really explain. You get it. And yeah, so it seemed like every time things would get good, they would get bad. And a very good example of this is those of you who have been following me in any capacity over the last year know that my significant other means a lot to me. He's like, I think he's the one. I believe he's the one. I don't think. And I care about him so much, and I see his potential in every endeavor that he has. And he was competing as an amateur for his classic pro card on Saturday. And classic is my favorite division, and I think he's classic. So I was so excited to see him compete, and for me to have to compete the same day just to watch, right? The day was so chaotic for me and stressful for me. And at a certain point, I was like, okay, I need to remove myself from the venue and just breathe and not be so stimulated. I need some outside time. The weather was beautiful, so I removed myself. His coach and I were in communication, and I was like, just let me know more or less when he's going to be on stage. And he's like, sure thing. He's on the C block. I'm going to let you know, when the B block starts so you can head back. Super conservative, my kind of guy, my kind of strategy. So I'm like taking in some fresh air. I drove like 4 minutes away from the venue. And I'm decompressing with another competitor. And I'm just grateful for community and just relaxing, finally breathing. I mean, the breeze, the shade, everything was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. And then I get a text from Bay about, hey, where are you? And I'm like, I'm just a few minutes away. What's up? He'd already gone on stage. There was no reliable reception, so his coach couldn't reach me. So I missed his debut on that stage. I missed his debut on that stage. So that hopefully explains the high of like and the lows, I'm like, I can finally relax. And then gut wrenching. It was awful. Like I fell apart. I dropped the phone. I started sobbing. I couldn't believe that I was literally a few minutes away and that I missed him being on stage, So that was freaking awful. I needed hugs. I needed to fall apart. Then I needed to get back to the venue. I fell apart. I mean, it meant so much to me, and everything that goes into show day, I had my hands in, all to kind of just like lift him up into this moment. So that was freaking devastating. And the cascade of cortisol, and it felt like the blood had rushed out of my body. And then getting back, and the emotional roller coaster of seeing him and being emotional and, needing to be held, but him needing to get back to what he was doing. It was rough. And, you just it's kind of like triaging. You got to do what you got to do. And then the next, there's a lot, and then no sleep that night, and the whole, again, with the dehydration, and all the checklists of things that need to be done. And no quality time because this is crunch time. And then the next day, there was another thing that happened that was comparably upsetting and consequential. Before finals, it was just a lot, y'all. And it is what it is. But ultimately, I enjoyed my routine. My physique showed it. My physique showed all the stress, everything. And when I went up for feedback, one of the judges, who's kind of a friend of mine, like someone I know, everybody gave me the feedback I expected, like bring in the conditioning, all this other stuff, like build your back, the rear delts always, and just posteriors, the stuff that I know, right, which is fine. But one judge, one of the last judges I talked to, he looked at me and he said, and that's why I'm crying, he's like, honey, your body looks tired. Your body looks tired. I've seen you. You're better than this. And it was just like the most validating thing ever that like, I'm so tired. I've been running a marathon. And it was a marathon the week before, and then it was a marathon the day, and then the freaking Life coming for you with the knockouts, everybody. So even though it was like the best prep and the weight loss was nearly linear and my tie-ins held and like my posing got perfected, his coach helped me fix my side pose, my weakest side pose. Like, I was so excited for the package I was going to bring. It was going to be my best package, lightest weight, cleanest I've ever been. But it didn't translate on stage because the stress had finally caught up, both the acute stress and the chronic stress. So when he said that, it just cut into me. It hit every possible note it could hit. The fact that he could be transparent with me because we are a family. Natural bodybuilding is a community like none other, y'all. Like, I'm telling you. The fact that he could give me that feedback as a judge, I took that to heart. And even now, I'm back at work. You know, I'm tired. I've got like 4 hours of sleep. But I have to be present for other people, you know, and I can't cancel these appointments. Like, I'm their coach. I'm a mental health coach. Existing off of like, you know, 4 hours of sleep a night right now. But I'm staying hydrated thoroughly. I have no appetite. Even for American Dream Nut Butter. And I'm still a ball of nerves and like kinetic energy. There's so many new developments. I look forward to sharing them with you guys. But yeah, my body's tired. And it, yeah, so there's more new developments with that. But I just want people to know, whether natty or enhanced, the stress is real. It's real. The cascade of hormones, oh God. And this is a cascade of what happens when you're under chronic stress is just, it's another level, y'all. And when you're as sober as I am, which is to say, you know, got a regimen, you know, I eat a certain kind of way, I have routines, like my sleep hygiene is a priority, all this stuff. When you have that, when you're operating on a system and then you keep getting like bludgeoned and all those systems are cracking, like you feel it and your body responds. So I just wanted to share this because I'm good. Ultimately, I'm good. I'm so happy. I'm so fulfilled. I love my community. I had a great time, but I'm beat up. I'm freaking tired. And unfortunately, I don't have a day off to look forward to. I mean, my house is still, show day is a tornado. It can't be helped, right? My sleep now, my sleep schedule is pushed back. Like because I haven't gotten much sleep, like my circadian rhythm is off. I don't even get exhausted, like sleep ready until like 2 a.m. That's insane. I'm used to going to bed at 10 p.m. and waking up like at 6:45, like without an alarm. Like my body has a circadian rhythm. It's not happening, y'all. Now I got to re-sleep train myself. Shit. I don't have the capacity to friggin' think about anything. So I'm taking a little kind of diet break, just eating intuitively, trying to keep my protein high, but not really paying attention to anything else. And even on that, I'm having like rice cakes with protein frosting that I make. Like I'm picking at food. I don't want carbs. I don't friggin' know, right? There's more to be said about what the plan is for me, but I just really wanted y'all to know, and I wanted to crystallize this for myself, that like you have to protect yourself against stress. It's bittersweet to have such high, like such a major beautiful day just like tainted with all the stress. You know, me not being my best, both to the people around me and then like to my friggin' body. But you know, transparency is key. Friendship is magic, as usual, per usual. Friendship is magic, and community over competition. You know, I'm grateful to everybody. Nobody did me dirty. I'll just say it that way. But the reality of stress is real, y'all. It's real. So, you know, I'm grateful for every pocket of respite that I get these days, but I'm fucking wrecked. I'm fucking tired. On that note, as far as my placement, I don't remember how I did in figure. I really don't. But I did place in women's physique, which is interesting. So I was 5th. And it's a shame that my physique did not look like it did the morning of, because I feel like I could have placed better. I was so much tighter, you know. But look at what I brought to the stage. That's not, to me, that ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. So I'm very impressed that I placed it all. I got a medal. So now Boothing and I both have a medal. Keep looking at my sticker. I'll have to show you guys what the sticker is on my phone. It's pretty great. I'm definitely going to show y'all. It's reasonable that I'm distracted, that my eyes drift over here. But yeah, so I placed a 5th in women's physique at the Florida Pro. I finally stepped foot on the Florida Pro stage. It's a great event. It was huge. It was huge. It was like over 150 people. Anyway, competitors. So there'll be times to talk about that, but I just wanted to remind everyone to just like, it's an extreme sport, and then it gets tougher, y'all, in really elegant ways, especially during peak week and on show day. And a friendly reminder to everybody to freaking take the day off after show day. I elected to take a half day because I'm insane, and I regret it deeply. And now it's back to the full day of work for the rest of the week. So here we go. Let's get after it. This is the last end of my lunch break, so I'm going to get to it. Love y'all. Love y'all. Catch you later.